I gift my stepdaughter a house as her pre-wedding gift, and she uninvites me so that her real dad can come. So I tell her that I won't be paying anything now. I, 62M, am facing a difficult situation with my stepdaughter. I've been married to her mother, Sarah, for 15 years. My first wife, Emily, passed away from cancer when I was 45. Emily and I were high school sweethearts, married for 25 wonderful years. We never had children due to Emily's health issues. After Emily's death, I was devastated. I threw myself into my work as a real estate developer. 3 years later, I met Sarah at a charity gala. She was vibrant, kind, and had a 10-year-old daughter named Lily. We hit it off immediately, and I was drawn to both of them. Sarah had been struggling as a single mother. Lily's biological father, Tom, had left when Lily was 2. He'd occasionally pop in and out of their lives, but never provided real support. I saw an opportunity to find love again and be the father figure Lily needed. Over the years, Lily and I grew close. I helped with her homework, attended her school events, and was there for every milestone. I paid for her college education, wanting her to have every opportunity in life. Now, at 25, Lily is engaged to a wonderful young man named Mike. To show my support and love, I decided to gift them a house as a pre-wedding present. It's a beautiful property in a nice neighborhood, perfect for starting their new life. However, when the wedding invitations were sent out, I was shocked and deeply hurt to discover that I wasn't invited. At first, I thought it must be a mistake. Surely, after all these years, Lily wouldn't exclude me from her special day. I'm at a loss. I've always treated Lily as my own daughter, and I thought she saw me as a father. Now, I'm wondering if I should take back the house I gifted them. It's not about the money. I'm fortunate enough that the financial aspect isn't an issue. It's the principle of the matter. I feel betrayed and unappreciated. Am I overreacting? Should I confront Lily about this? Or should I just accept her decision and move on, even if it means taking back my gift? I remember the day I first met Lily. She was shy and hesitant, hiding behind Sarah's legs. But over time, she opened up to me. I recall teaching her how to ride a bike, the pride in her eyes when she finally balanced without training wheels. I was there for her first day of high school, comforting her when she was nervous about fitting in. When she had her first heartbreak at 16, I was the one who sat with her, offering ice cream and a shoulder to cry on. We had our traditions too. Every Sunday we'd have a family game night. Lily always insisted on being the banker in Monopoly, and we'd laugh at how seriously she took the role. On her 18th birthday, I surprised her with a car. Nothing fancy, but reliable. The look of pure joy on her face when I handed her the keys is a memory I'll always cherish. When Lily got accepted to college, we celebrated as a family. I remember how she hugged me tightly, whispering, "Thank you, Dad," in my ear. It was the first time she had called me Dad, and it meant the world to me. All these memories make the current situation even more painful. How could she forget all we've been through together? The thought of not being there on her wedding day, not walking her down the aisle, not having that father-daughter dance, it's heartbreaking. I've always believed that family is more than just blood. It's about love, support, and being there for each other through thick and thin. I thought Lily felt the same way. Now, I'm questioning everything. Part of me wants to confront her immediately, to demand an explanation. But another part is afraid of what I might hear. What if she says she never really saw me as a father? What if this is her way of telling me I'm not family? I've talked to Sarah about it, but she seems hesitant to get involved. She says I should talk to Lily directly. But how can I, when Lily won't even answer my calls? The house I gifted them was meant to be a symbol of my love and support for their new life together. Now, it feels like a painful reminder of my exclusion from that life. Taking it back feels petty, but leaving it feels like I'm accepting her decision to cut me out. I never thought I'd be in this position. When I married Sarah and became a part of Lily's life, I committed fully to being a father figure. I've loved her as my own for 15 years. To have that seemingly dismissed so easily is crushing. Am I wrong if I decide to take back the house? Is it wrong to want recognition for the role I've played in her life? Should I just step back and let her have the wedding she wants, even if it means I'm not a part of it? I'm torn and could use some outside perspective. Update. It's been a week since my last post, and I wanted to provide an update on the situation. Thank you all for your advice and support. It's been a challenging time, and your input has been invaluable. After much consideration, I decided to confront Lily about her decision to uninvite me from the wedding. However, this proved to be more difficult than I anticipated. Lily seemed to be avoiding me. She wouldn't answer my calls or respond to my messages. It was as if she had suddenly become a stranger. Frustrated and hurt, I turned to my wife, Sarah, for answers. What she told me left me speechless. Apparently, Lily wants to invite her biological father, Tom, to the wedding. The same man who abandoned her and Sarah when Lily was just a toddler. Sarah explained that Lily had been in contact with Tom for about a year now. He suddenly reappeared in her life, claiming he had changed and wanted to make amends. According to Sarah, Tom expressed a desire to be part of Lily's life again and to walk her down the aisle at her wedding. I was stunned. For years, Tom had been nothing but a disappointment to Lily. I remember the nights I spent consoling her after he'd break yet another promise to visit. I was there for her first heartbreak, her high school graduation, her college acceptance, all the moments Tom chose to miss. Tom's history as a father is far from stellar. He never paid child support, rarely showed up for birthdays or holidays, and seemed more interested in his own life than in being a parent. I can't help but wonder what his sudden change of heart is all about. The revelation that Lily had been in secret contact with Tom for a year hurt almost as much as being uninvited to the wedding. I thought Lily and I had a close relationship, one where she could come to me with anything. Finding out she had been hiding this from me for so long felt like a betrayal. I'm trying to understand Lily's perspective. I know the desire to have a relationship with one's biological parent can be strong, but after everything we've been through together, after all the love and support I've given her, how can she just cast me aside? I remember one particular incident when Lily was 14. Tom had promised to take her to a father-daughter dance at her school. Lily was so excited, she spent weeks picking out the perfect dress. On the day of the dance, Tom didn't show up. No call, no explanation. I found Lily crying in her room, still in her dress. Without hesitation, I put on a suit, and we went to the dance together. We had a wonderful time, and Lily seemed to forget all about Tom's absence. That night, as I tucked her into bed, she hugged me tightly and said, "You're the best dad ever." How could she forget moments like these? There was also the time when Lily needed braces. Tom had promised to pay for them, but when the time came, he was nowhere to be found. I stepped in without a second thought, ensuring Lily got the dental care she needed. For 2 years, I drove her to every orthodontist appointment, bought her ice cream after particularly uncomfortable adjustments, and celebrated with her when the braces finally came off. These memories make the current situation even more painful. How can Lily choose Tom over me after everything we've been through? I've been there for every important moment in her life, while Tom has been nothing but a series of broken promises. I've decided I need to speak with Lily directly. I can't let this situation continue without addressing it head-on. I've sent her a message asking to meet, making it clear that if she doesn't agree, I'll be forced to make some tough decisions regarding my involvement in her life and the wedding gift. I'm hoping she'll agree to meet. I need to understand her reasoning and express how deeply her actions have hurt me. Am I wrong for wanting this confrontation? Should I just step back and let her have the wedding she wants, even if it means I'm not a part of it? As I wait for Lily's response, I find myself reflecting on our relationship. I remember teaching her to drive, spending hours in parking lots as she learned to navigate my old sedan. I think about the nights we spent working on her college applications, the pride I felt when she got accepted to her dream school. I recall the day she moved into her dorm, how she hugged me goodbye with tears in her eyes, whispering, "I'm going to miss you, Dad." These memories make her current actions all the more bewildering. How can she so easily dismiss years of love and support? Is the pull of biology really that strong? Or have I somehow failed her as a father figure without realizing it? I'm also grappling with my feelings towards Tom. Part of me is angry at him for swooping in now, after years of absence and disrupting our family dynamic. Another part of me is worried for Lily. What if he disappoints her again? Will I be expected to pick up the pieces once more? As I prepare for the possibility of confronting Lily, I'm a mix of emotions. I'm hurt, angry, and confused. But underneath it all, I still love her deeply. I want what's best for her, but I also need to protect myself emotionally. I'll update again after I've spoken with Lily. Thank you all for your continued support during this difficult time. Update 2. Hello everyone, I'm back with another update on the situation with my stepdaughter Lily. A lot has happened since my last post. and I'm still processing everything. Lily finally agreed to meet with me after my ultimatum. We met at a local coffee shop, neutral ground for what I knew would be a difficult conversation. As soon as we sat down, I could see the guilt in her eyes, but there was also a defiance that I'd never seen before. I started by expressing how hurt I was by her decision to exclude me from the wedding. I reminded her of all the years we'd spent together, all the moments I'd been there for her when Tom wasn't. I told her, "Lily, I've been there for you since you were 10 years old. I helped you with your homework, taught you to drive, and supported you through college. I've treated you like my own daughter. How can you push me aside now?" Lily's response shocked me. She said, "I know you've done a lot for me, and I'm grateful, but Tom is my real father. He wants to make things right, and I want to give him that chance." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I asked her, "And what about all the times he let you down? All the birthdays he missed? The child support he never paid? Does none of that matter?" She replied, "People can change. He's different now. He wants to be part of my life." I felt my anger rising. I reminded her that it was I who had supported her education, who had been there for every important moment in her life. And now that she was capable and settling into her life, she wanted to invite the man who had abandoned her to walk her down the aisle? Lily then dropped another bombshell. She said, "Tom has promised to contribute to the wedding expenses. He wants to take responsibility." That was the last straw for me. I told her, "Fine. If Tom wants to be your father now, let him take on all the responsibilities that come with it. I won't be paying for anything related to this wedding. And the house I gifted you? Consider that off the table as well." Lily's face fell. I could see she hadn't expected this reaction. She tried to backpedal, saying she still wanted me in her life, just not at the wedding. But for me, the damage was already done. I stood up to leave, but before I did, I told her, "Lily, I've always considered you my daughter. I thought you felt the same way about me being your father. I guess I was wrong. I hope Tom lives up to your expectations this time." With that, I left the coffee shop. The drive home was a blur. When I got home, I told Sarah what had happened. She was upset, but said she understood Lily's desire to have her biological father in her life. However, she agreed that Lily's actions were hurtful and unfair. I've since contacted my lawyer to start the process of taking back the house. It's not about the money, it's about the principle. I can't in good conscience gift such a significant asset to someone who doesn't see me as family. As I reflect on our conversation, I'm struck by how much Lily has changed. The defiant young woman in the coffee shop seemed so different from the little girl who used to run to me for comfort after a nightmare, or the teenager who proudly showed me her first A+ on a difficult math test. I remember the day Lily graduated high school. As she walked across the stage to receive her diploma, she looked out into the audience and gave me a big smile and a thumbs up. Later, at her graduation party, she hugged me tightly and said, "I couldn't have done this without you, Dad." Where is that Lily now? I also can't help but think about all the times Tom has let Lily down in the past. There was the time he promised to take her on a camping trip for her 13th birthday, only to cancel at the last minute. I ended up taking her instead, teaching her how to set up a tent and roast marshmallows over a campfire. Or the time he said he'd help her move into her college dorm, but never showed up. I was there, carrying boxes and helping her decorate her new room. Now, Tom swoops in with promises of change and financial support, and suddenly, he's the father she wants by her side. It feels like a slap in the face after years of being there for her through thick and thin. Part of me wonders if I'm being too harsh. Should I be more? Understanding of Lily's desire to have a relationship with her biological father? But then I remember the hurt in Sarah's eyes when Tom abandoned them years ago, and how hard we've worked to build a loving family unit. It feels like Lily is throwing all of that away on a whim. I know some might think I'm being petty or overreacting by taking back the house and withdrawing financial support for the wedding. But from my perspective, Lily has made her choice. She's chosen Tom over me, despite all our history together. It hurts, but I need to protect myself emotionally and financially. Should I have been more understanding of Lily's desire to reconnect with her biological father? I'm still conflicted, but I feel I need to stand my ground. I'll update again if there are any significant developments. Thank you all for your support and advice during this difficult time. Update 3. Hello everyone. It's been 6 months since my last update, and I wanted to share what's happened since then. A lot has changed, and I'm still coming to terms with everything. After the confrontation with Lily, I went through with my decision to take back the house and withdraw my financial support for the wedding. It was a difficult time. Sarah was torn between supporting her daughter and understanding my hurt. Our relationship became strained, and eventually, Sarah decided to move out temporarily to be with Lily during the wedding preparations. The wedding went ahead as planned, with Tom walking Lily down the aisle. I wasn't there, of course, but I heard about it from mutual friends. They told me it was a beautiful ceremony, but there was an undercurrent of tension that everyone could feel. For a while, I heard nothing from Lily or Sarah. I threw myself into my work, trying to distract myself from the pain of losing my family. I won't lie, it was a lonely and difficult time. Then, about a week ago, I received a call from Sarah. Her voice was shaky, and I could tell she had been crying. She said, "We made a terrible mistake. We're so sorry." Sarah went on to explain what had happened after the wedding. Tom had stuck around for about a month, playing the role of the doting father. He did contribute some money to the wedding expenses, as he had promised. But as the bills started piling up, and the reality of ongoing financial responsibility set in, Tom began to distance himself. Within 2 months of the wedding, Tom had disappeared again, just as he had done years ago. He stopped answering calls, avoided Lily and Sarah, and essentially vanished from their lives once more. Lily was devastated. She had truly believed that Tom had changed, that he wanted to be a part of her life. The realization that he had let her down again, especially after she had sacrificed so much to include him, was crushing. Sarah told me that Lily had been too ashamed to contact me herself. She felt guilty for how she had treated me and was afraid that I wouldn't want to hear from her. Sarah said, "She realizes now what a mistake she made. She misses you so much." I listened to Sarah's words, feeling a mix of emotions. Part of me felt vindicated. I'd been right about Tom all along. But a larger part of me just felt sad. Sad for Lily, who had been let down once again by her biological father. Sad for the pain this had caused our family. I told Sarah, "I appreciate you telling me this, but the damage has been done. I can't just pretend the last 6 months didn't happen." Sarah pleaded with me to reconsider, to give Lily another chance. But I stood firm. I said, "I'm not saying I'll never forgive Lily, but right now I need time. She made her choice, and now we all have to live with the consequences." We ended the call on a somber note. I told Sarah she was welcome to come home whenever she felt ready, but I needed more time before I could consider rebuilding a relationship with Lily. As I sit here writing this final update, I'm still processing everything that's happened. Part of me wants to reach out to Lily, to comfort her and tell her everything will be okay. But another part of me is still hurt and angry. I know some of you might think I'm being too harsh, that I should forgive and forget. But trust is a fragile thing, and once broken, it's not easily repaired. I need time to heal, to figure out if and how I can move forward from this. For now, I'm focusing on myself. I'm seeing a therapist to work through my feelings, and I'm trying to rebuild my life without Lily in it. It's not easy, but I believe it's necessary. Thank you all for your support throughout this journey. Your advice and perspectives have been invaluable. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm trying to face it with strength and dignity.